Hey everyone, welcome to The Grind. This week we're going to be talking about Pastor Jacob's message, and he spoke on how we are called to serve. That, we have been saved by Jesus, and so we want to be serving Jesus and serve like Jesus. And so I want to begin today by asking us this question. Can you share one thing that you have done in the past that made someone feel great about themselves? If I were to think about it, honestly, the first thing that comes to my mind is usually youth ministry, just because that was like just a group of people of just had extended periods of time with, and I feel that I had opportunities to really pour into their life and for them to grow, and I think they feel pretty great about themselves. I think, especially there was this one student, she was going through a tough time, and I think being able to walk with her, and then I think at the end of it, she came out feeling like pretty great about herself. Yeah.
Nathan?
What?
What? Did you make someone feel great?
I don't know about great.
Okay, fine.
But
Good. Awesome. Amazing. All the above.
You done? No, I think maybe just those times where I've had to teach bass to people who are just starting to get the hang of it, but not quite.
Yeah.
And then just seeing the moment when it clicks, and then they go, "Oh, I can do this now." Is great for them, but also great for me because I'll get a Sunday off every now and again.
Nathan Chan, he's the man.
Stop.
Chandleman.
Chandleman.
No, we gotta let that die.
Slaps the bass.
We gotta let that die.
Never let that
We
die.
gotta let-
I think mine is pretty much similar, but it's more in basketball. So like
Cool.
when like the younger generation, you teach them making plays and stuff like that, and then they get to execute them. They enjoy those stuff.
Yeah, so that's cool. It's great that you guys, had opportunities to really make people feel great about themselves. And I think, you never know that you actually make people feel great about themselves until like much later, right? It's not like instantaneously like, I feel great about myself, and they let you know. I think they don't necessarily have to say it. You can just see it through their lives and just the way they are and the demeanor and whatnot.
And even how they improve from that particular area.
Yeah.
Like what Nathan was mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another thing is okay, fine. So we've talked about how like, maybe you made someone feel great, but is there anyone that you know personally who exhibits like greatness, and who's really exalted people, others, really served others, and has impacted your life?
Most recently, I'm gonna say Cynthia and Kevin
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Hawking, because they're always encouraging, everyone.
Yeah, they are.
think.
Yeah, they're really
And-
encouraging.
I can't speak for everyone, obviously, but like I feel very encouraged by them whenever I just have even just a simple conversation with them after church on Sunday, and like when worship goes well and they've enjoyed it, they always let us know.
Yeah.
Like, so whether whatever instrument you're playing, like they just make you feel appreciated.
Yeah, actually, I have to agree. Kevin and
Yeah.
Cynthia, they're really great. Yeah. Rico?
I think for me is my circle of friends. 3+3, you guys know who you are. So I feel like
Wow,
these are the
personal
people.
shout-out.
Whoa.
Whoa, okay.
A coded shout out.
Code
Nice.
Yes.
3+3.
I like it.
Yeah,
is
so
six people?
yeah.
33 people?
Yes.
Anyways, carry on.
Yeah, so they're the ones who are actually kind of like keeping me encouraged, especially during the times when I've kind of doubt myself
Oh.
with a lot of things, and they just keep like encouraging me, pushing me to keep moving forward and stuff like that. So so those are the guys.
Oh. Wow, awesome. 3+3. Thank you for making Rico the way he is.
Great job, guys.
Great job. Yeah, man. Actually, there was this. I remember this one lady, and she's not at church at ICA, but I remember meeting her, and she's one of my dad's friends, and so I think just hearing her share her stories, like she's just an amazing storyteller, and then she's just sharing stories about like just who she is and just serving, and I don't know, I just I don't remember much of the stories, but I just remember sitting there and just being inspired by her life, that she just like just had this heart that's so humble. And I don't know, in that I just remember I could just sit for hours in her room just listening to her talk about just life. And I think that was just very inspiring to be like, yeah, I want to be like her, where it's just being really open, being real, and just being there for people.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was very, very cool. Another thing that Jacob talked about in his sermon was also like how, you know, he's talking about passions, right? And how passion is anything that we are willing to suffer for. So what are you?
Anything we're willing to suffer for.
Yeah.
Food?
Food.
Yeah.
Back to on track. What are we really passionate about in our life? Football. I'm just gonna answer it for Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we're willing to suffer for.
Oh yeah, tell
as
us how
well.
you suffered for football.
Well, I don't know how many hours of sleep I've lost to football, but it's probably in the thousands.
Yeah, passionate about, you know, I'm passionate about free stuff, and you know, yeah, that's what I'm passionate about. Yes.
I'm passionate about games, definitely. So I spend a lot on games. Before,
Like that.
not
like,
anymore,
Like
babe.
that. Like that mug.
just to make sure I don't spend too much on games anymore.
She's watching. She's like, Rico, check.
Rico, what is this $500
Yeah,
dollar? in
Buddy's
Visa
gonna
card?
get hurt
Heart
real
real
bad.
Not saying who, but I think you know her very well.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah. Actually, I am passionate about free stuff now that I just mentioned.
How do you suffer for free stuff?
You wait? Like I said, you wait 2 hours for free food. You know, you.
Okay.
Oh, so you suffer based on time.
Yeah, based on time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Ours is wallet.
Wallet,
Yep.
time. I mean, time is money. You know, interchangeable. So therefore,
Yeah.
yep.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm actually another thing I would be passionate for, the more serious thing. I think I'd be passionate to see people live out their calling. Because I think it's important for people to know who they are and be able to live out the calling that's placed upon their lives. Because I feel like a lot of times people are just like, have labels placed upon you like, oh, I want to do this. Oh no, you can't do that. It's not going to earn money. Oh, I want to be that. Oh
Yep.
no, my mom says I shouldn't do that, because, you know, and it just so happens that like, it's just so sad to see that all these dreams and desires that people have and they think they want to do, but it's all basically they're stuck with, oh, I can't do that because society tells me that it's not an option. So I'm passionate to, you know, to see this not happen, for people to really like, you know, pursue their dreams and passions and be like, you know what, if this is your identity, if this is what you want to do, if this is what you feel called to do, then go for it. So I guess that would be a passion of mine as well.
That's a very good one, actually.
Okay, so so the sermon he talked about like call to serve, right? And then like I think as we mentioned, we are called to serve like Jesus.
Yep.
Serve Jesus, serve like Jesus. And maybe I think a question that we all have in our lives is like, what's our calling? You know, like what are we called to? And maybe is there a particular group or people or whatever it is, or you know, ministry that you feel that you are called to? Something that's like, you know, on your heart that you're called to, and you really want to serve Jesus in that capacity. I mean, I know I talked about how I was passionate about like, you know, people reaching their full potential, and then also like, you know, like free stuff and everything. But I think one thing I'm also passionate about is to see the truth of God be communicated accurately. Because I think what really gets to me is how society tends to warp the idea of God. So when you talk about Christianity, people think, oh, it's this angry God, you know, who hates everyone, or like
Everyone thinks Old Testament God.
yeah, for some reason. And then it's just people have this stereotype like Christians are so judgmental, and so I think I really feel like I'm called to really effectively and accurately, you know, communicate who God is through innovative ways. That, you know, people when people hear about God, it's not like, oh, he's an angry God and, you know,
Like
I
threatening
sin.
one.
Yeah, exactly. But I want to be able to produce content, you know, to really show that God is a really good God, a beautiful God, and, you know, who's just has so much love for his people. So yeah, that's what I feel like I'm called to effectively communicate God's truth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's very nice.
Yeah, that's very cool. So where I feel called to is what I'm doing now, which is worship. That hasn't changed in a long time. But also, at the same time, like branching out and stuff, thinking like, and I talked about this a few months ago, you guys might have heard it, where I think all the stories we write and produce as human beings, whether they're in comic books or films and stuff, they all somehow have the reflection of God in there somehow, because we're all searching for Him, whether we're aware of it or not. And I like to be able to like find those little footprints and sort of see where God lies in all these stories, and like be able to point people to God through that.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I think for me, it's quite. I've actually been thinking about this for quite some time, and I don't know if I should say it, but it's quite freaky. It's basically trying to open up a kind of like a tour group.
A tour group?
Orphans.
Oh.
Oh wow.
So and then what happens is that for these orphans, you try to find their parents, something like that. The real parents.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how it goes, but that's what I've been thinking. I actually saw one of this Netflix documentary where this tour group kind of reaches out to these orphans or even adopted kids who want to find their real parents, just for the sake of like, I mean, I want to find like, understand their identity. Like, of course, for them, they want to know that. So that's one thing that I've been thinking about. And I don't know. Maybe that is, I don't know.
That's big.
That's big.
Yeah, so it's quite scary.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like God can use our passions and to use it to serve others. And the whole thing is that at the end of the day, we want to use our passions to align with God's passion for people, and and do this together with God to serve others. So that's why this entire month we're talking about how we're called to be minister, and so maybe think about your passions and think about how you can use your passions to serve, and so again, details on how you can serve here at church at ICA is in the description. So feel free to check it out, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.